Hello. Uh, you know, we like simple things. That's why we like repetitive things because we know it's coming. We can predict it. Uh, it helps our nervous system relax. We're not in fight or flight. We're not in survival mode. Uh, we're relaxed. We know we're going to work tomorrow. We know how we're going to get there. For the most part, we know what's going to happen while we're there. Uh, and the parts that we don't know, keep it fun, keep it real. You don't know the customer you're going to deal with. You don't know the circumstances they're going to bring up or enter into your life. So, but all of that falls within certain parameters. What your job description is, and if it became too much, then you hand it off to a supervisor or something like that. But the parameters. You can pretty much predict what's going to happen, probably for the whole week, and beyond. But life is much more complicated than that, and intricate, and at the same time, very simple. Like the God Code, they thought the God Code was something that was very intricate. They had math boards, where you would see all these math equations on a board, trying to come up with the new replacement for binary code. And the explanations were all there, why this was there, why that was there, and why this would work. And then it came down to why it wouldn't work. And they never came up with an answer. And the problem was it was a complicated problem. They were trying to conquer complicatedly instead of looking for an easy answer, which is what I did, which is what the God Code is. It's an answer that was always in their face. There's nothing in the God Code that you didn't know before the God Code. It's just the way I packaged it, the way it's written, the way it's laid out. Nobody's done that before. And it's kind of like my God or Devil thing that you see on YouTube. It's there. Uh, G for God, O for or, D for devil, and that's God. And nobody ever saw God in that way. And they've used the word God a billion times and never put it in that format. And I did. So that's why and it's very simple. It's not intricate. It's not a math board of how God works or what the meaning of God is. It's not like um, all these symbols that you don't even know what they are, trying to figure out what all this means. When you do that, you're not showing your intelligence. Like E equals MC squared. It's very basic. It's very simple. That's intelligence. And that is very smart, which is what I did with the God Code. It's very simple, very easy to understand, and it works. That's the most important part. Isn't that it's easy? Isn't that it's simple? It's that it works, and it is the answer, uh, which is why most people don't believe it is the answer because it's too simple. It's too simple. It's like no way that could be. No way. It's too simple. We would have thought of that a long time ago if that was the case. You know, and you're taught to think certain ways in school, and again, it goes back to my theory of the wagon wheel on the Oregon Trail. You're taught to think a certain way, and anything out of that trail anything that makes that wheel go a different way is resisted, is fought against. And, the people on the wagon would be like, why are you going that way? The trail's this way. You're making our life difficult by going that way, and we don't want to go that way, even though you might see a better path and a better outcome by going the new way. So there's a lot of resistance, and you know, and that goes down to predictability and the thing that we like, repetitive. We follow the trail. We don't blaze off the trail. We don't do anything to rock the boat. Because rocking the boat can tip the boat and put us all in the water. And that's what they're all afraid of. And to change the world to the God code is rocking the boat, because you're going to have to tell everybody that's got a computer now that their computer is obsolete. Even the one I'm on right now is obsolete. Now, can you use it? Sure, you can use it. Will it work? Sure, it'll work. Will it be here in 10 years? Probably not. So, I mean, I'm sure they'll try to integrate it in some way into the new code, into the new system, but I don't see it work. It's not going to work the way a new code or new computer and everything else will work. It's not going to, it's like black and white TV and color TV. It's two different worlds, and it just doesn't work. Uh, so, uh, the point is, don't get stuck in that wagon wheel. Try to look for a way around it, another way, another direction. Uh, Look, there are different realities going on at the same time here. You live in a different reality than I do. I mean, so, and that's true. Uh, you don't live in my reality, and I don't live in yours. So why is it so hard to believe that there's parallel universes or multiple universes uh, at the same time? I mean, if we can live in different realities, why can't the world and the universe have different realities as well? Uh, I just think, and I'm not telling you how to think, I'm just telling you broaden your mind. Let it wander. Don't go sit in your bed, turn off your computer, turn off your TV, and just be. Just be. I'm not telling you to think. I'm not telling you to meditate. I'm not telling you to hypnotize yourself. Just be. Just be. If you work a regular job and have a family and kids, I'm sure that time that you would do what I'm doing, telling you to do is hard to come by. You'll be like, go in your bedroom and try to just be, and your kid will knock on the door, whatever. The phone will ring. It's going to be hard to just be. And I think if you just be, things will come to you. The universe is talking to you. The universe sent you to this video. The universe sent this video to you for a reason. So just be. Don't solve. Don't create. Don't fix. Don't try to explain. Don't try to predict. Just be. Be a part of the universe you are a part of. Just be. Just exist. Just sit there. At first it's going to be weird as hell. You're going to say, why am I doing this? I'm wasting my time. But that's why monks go to monasteries on the tops of mountains that nobody can get to. because they just want to be. They're not trying to solve the world's problems. They're not sending out memorandums or post-its saying how to fix the world. They come to an epiphany. They just want to be. Now, they'll probably say they want to be one with God, and that's fine. I'm saying be one with the universe. And I do that, and it doesn't hurt me. I come up with things like the God Code, like New York Lotto. I come up with things that I never thought of before. And I know it's not, you're learning how to listen. And that's what you're really doing when you're just being. You're listening. You're not talking, you're listening. That's why nobody's around you, nobody to talk to, no TV, no phone, just be. You're learning to listen to the universe. The universe, through this video, is trying to talk to you, trying to send you a message, and it wants you to wake up to the fact that it's there, you know. Not wake up to social injustice and all the crap that's going on in the world, just that the universe is there. It's in your life. And people from parallel universes are trying to talk to you. They're trying to wake you up to their existence. And once you're awake, you can never go back to sleep again. And once you see something, you can't unsee it. So just be.